This wannabe gangster is one of the worst hitmen ever. He was so useless that he charged £1,000 per hit, but he missed his target every single time. Kieran Morgan was the so-called hitman, who was paid to carry out a string of revenge shootings in Manchester. The motive for the shooting was an issue between Zaki Shahzad from the Levenshulme area of Manchester and another local family who owned a restaurant in the area. 22-year-old Zaki hired 30-year-old Kieran Morgan from Failsworth to carry out the shootings. Conversations between the pair on Snapchat showed them talking about jobs, including an attack on Drip Burger, which was a takeaway associated to the rival family. On March 12, 2023, the first shooting took place at an address in Heald Green. Kieran Morgan approached the address and discharged a shotgun before throwing a homemade firework and explosive, which forensic testing later revealed to be hydrochloric acid. The second shooting happened a month later on the 21st of April at an address on Wilmslow Road, also in Heald Green, where CCTV footage showed Kieran Morgan being dropped off before he pulled up his hood and covered his face. A family were in the driveway of the address, including a 6-year-old girl, when Kieran pulled out a sawn-off double-barreled shotgun. The family managed to take cover in a car. They described hearing an explosion as the gun went off, before Kieran made his getaway in a blue-coloured Volkswagen Golf. The third and final shooting occurred 9 days later on, the 30th of April, when Kieran Morgan entered Drip Burger on Kingsway and fired towards the back of the shop and the counter. Despite several members of staff and 2 customers being in the restaurant, no one was seriously injured. Before the shooting, Kieran was seen on CCTV outside Drip, wearing a dark-coloured Canada Goose jacket with a light fur-lined hood, which was used to identify him later, as he had worn it behaviour on social media pictures. Cell site data was analysed, which positively placed both Kieran Morgan and Zaki Shahzad in the areas just moments before the shootings occurred. Both men were arrested and charged. In court, Zaki Shahzad was found guilty of conspiracy to possessing a firearm with intent to endanger life. He was sentenced to 16 years in jail. Kieran Morgan pleaded guilty to conspiracy to possessing a firearm with intent to endanger life at a previous court hearing. He received a sentence of 18 years with an extra 5 years on licence. Follow the page and leave a comment on any other criminal cases you'd like to see on the channel.